Hi guys, Tom here with Father and Son Treasures, and today we're going to do some quarter roll hunting. Only got 10 rolls of quarters, all factory rolled. Didn't see anything particularly interesting on the enders, but let's get going. All right, quarter roll hunting. Quarters are quite an interesting thing to look at. Kind of opposite pennies, really. Pennies, there's a lot of varieties, but they all look kind of the same for the most part, except for tiny differences. Quarters, you're going to find a lot of differences. Like I've got actually 3 books here, which doesn't even go all that far back. This is 65 to 87, so I'll be non-silver coins, Washington quarters. And then when you get up to 1999, you get into state quarters. So all the different state quarters. These books are all official Whitman coin folders, and they're all divided into both Denver Mint and Philadelphia Mint sections. So you'll see I got a lot of them filled in, but there's still a fair number of holes there. So we'll be looking at these state quarters, and also 2010 to 2021, they're all the state park quarters, or they call national park quarters, and some of the other U.S. territories. So these quarters, like I said, different than pennies. There are a lot of different looks to the back of the coins, especially. So while we will be looking for some interesting varieties, some of these coins are subject to sort of a lot of strange different varieties that we can find. I'll try to mention them as we go. Otherwise, I'm looking for silver quarters. I'm looking for W quarters that were minted at the West Point Mint. None of these books have holes for W quarters. So, I guess I'll put those somewhere else if I find any. I've never found one yet. Lots of other people have, but I've not been one of them. But we'll see what kind of interesting finds we can come up with. I'm going to set the books aside, and once we get done here, I'll be able to go through and see if any of them are something that we need. One of the things I do, which you may be able to see here, I'll try to put it on the screen. I list all the stuff that I need in the book inside, so I'm not flipping back and forth, opening them up continuously. So, I know that inside in 2010 and 2011, for example, I'm missing a lot of coins from 10 and 11 for Arkansas, both states. W must be Wyoming, both states. California, Denver Mint. So some of that stuff that is on these little tags I put on the front. For the state coins, not as many, but I'm missing some on there. And this book here for 65 to 88, I'm not missing. Is it 88? 65 to 87. I'm not missing as many, but there are a few in there that I'm missing. So I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna open the first roll, and after that we'll go from there. But I'm gonna try to open this thing in a way that you can see nicely. Main thing, I'd really like to find some silver quarters, but it's unlikely, but hey, you never know. Might find something good, foreign coin or some other crazy stuff. These are all bank rolled, and there were no enders that look particularly crazy, but some of them are, the Washington quarters, the eagle on the back, so we know that those are pre-99, so something. But let's unroll this first one. And right when you unroll them, you can usually tell if you see anything that's clad is going to have this sort of multi-colored edge appearance from the copper and the nickel plating. But put my glasses on so I can see a little bit better. Nothing off the top of my head looks crazy awesome, but let's go through and see what we can do. I'm going to speed up the video, but later on I'll bring you back in and show you the finds. Alright YouTube, I've been looking for this coin for a while. For whatever reason I've not been able to find it, but this is 2019 War in the Pacific. For some reason this seems to be a more unusual coin to find. I'm going to put it on the scope. I got to turn around so I can make sure we're in focus. 2019 War in the Pacific Guam. This is the first roll, so I found a number of varieties that'll be kind of interesting to look at. I'm going to come back to those, but 2019 Guam War in the Pacific is really, you know, I found some other coins that'll go in the book, but that's quite a neat one. I've been looking for that one for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on hunting. Well, we got another new find. Not all that new, probably, but this is a new 2022 quarter with the sort of ponytail head for Washington. So anyway, let me put that one on a scope and see if we can see a little bit better. You can see the hairstyle in the back with the braid is sort of a Native American look. So that's new. I've not seen one of these yet, so that's the first I've seen. People are probably finding whole rolls of them, but extremely shiny coin. So this has probably not been in circulation yet, or just through the bank. The reverse side has a picture here. Oh, Maya Angelou. I knew this was coming out. I just hadn't seen it yet. Maya Angelou. So, pretty quarter. I'll set it up at the top just because I don't have one yet. But actually, and this one is Philadelphia. But anyway, I'm going to keep on going. Okay, roll 3. Actually found another one that I don't see a lot. This is from 2009, and this is a District of Columbia. Coins between 9, 10, and 11 seem to be much less common because of the original trouble with the pandemic and all of the, I shouldn't say the pandemic, with the, I'm trying to think what they called it, the, anyway, recession that came around with the economy issues that occurred about in 2009. The mint stopped printing mostly, or stopped minting very many coins. So this one's from 2009, District of Columbia. I'll put it on the screen here. See Duke Ellington. So this is another one you don't see all that often, or nearly as often as many of the others because of that date. So I'm not sure if I wrote it down properly, whether I've got it in the book or not. So I'm gonna check it out. I've been putting all the different varieties I want to look through at the end here in the middle, so you see the pile. But I'm gonna keep on going. Well, here we are in roll 6, and I've got another somewhat unusual one for me. U.S. Virgin Islands, another 2009 coin. Put it on the scope here so we can see it a little bit better. Sort of a parrot and some flowers and palm trees, you know, what you might expect of a tropical island. So, again, 2009 coin, so during the financial crisis, less likely to find some of those coins. I think there were fewer minted. I don't know what the numbers are, but this is the first one of those I found. So having pretty good luck. I got quite a few varieties to go through that I'll show you as we get after we get through all the rolls. But it's looking good so far. All right, guys, just finished roll 10, and we have found a ton of cool stuff for the books. Nothing super valuable necessarily. They're all worth at least a quarter. But a bunch of varieties that I should say varieties, a bunch of variants that I didn't have for whatever reason. One of the things you'll find with national parks is, you know, this book right here, this is just 99 through 2009. Each year, I'll put it here so you can see it, for example. In 2006, for example, you've got 5 different state coins, of which there are 2 varieties. There's a Denver Mint and there's a Philadelphia Mint. So you've actually got 10 coins for that single quarter in that single year. So it ends up being a big number. I get assorted holes here and there in the books. Not sure exactly what we can see, but you know, just the quarters, there's a huge number of variants. So because of that, it lends itself to, you know, having a lot to look for. But you know, they add some interest to it too. If you're really interested in looking for some of these fine details, you got quarters are the way to go, because there are so many different ones to look at. But after a while, you kind of recognize what to look for and what not to look for. But I'm going to show you a couple of them anyway, at least here on the scope and on the screen, and just so you guys know some of the stuff to look at. But not really sure which one we want to do first, but I guess I'll look at this one first. So I don't think I need this one. 2004 Wisconsin. Actually, the D. Yeah, I need the D version, and all I found was the P today. But it's got a cow on here, of course, is Wisconsin. You would think that would make sense. And you'll see there's a ear of corn on there with some corn leaves. There is a variant with extra corn leaves between the cob and the first one. So this one doesn't have it, that I can tell. No such luck, but that's one to look for. So we can put him back in the pile. A bunch of these other ones, I really got pretty lucky. This Wisconsin coin, I'd never even seen one before, and I got 4 of them. So got those to look for to see what'll fit in the book. Here's another variety that I don't need the particular coin, but this is the 1999 Delaware. And if I show the picture on the scope, it's got the horse riding along, and there's a die break from the horse's mouth to the edge of the coin. They call it the spitting horse. So I've seen pictures online, but I've never seen a real one, you know, on hand. But whenever I get these coins, I look through them to see if I got, and I got 4 of them here. So not on that one. It's pretty distinctive. You would notice it if you saw it. No, actually got 5 of them. No. Nope, not on any of those. So I don't think I needed the Delaware. Should probably double check before I throw them all back in the pile. This is 99 Delaware. No. Okay. All right. Here's another one from Texas. This is 2019, and for some reason there's a ton of these with die chips, and I can show you here. San Antonio, and there's this big sort of cross logo. And there are frequently die chips on the ends of these sort of serifs. And I say frequently, I guess I've seen 4 different versions, but Of course, this doesn't have any, so oh well. We'll have a look here. The other one. Got two of them. Yeah, this one's really cruddy, so I'm kind of glad it didn't have anything. Here's another one a lot of people have heard about, I guess. This is a 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware. And I'm going to zoom in a bit on this one, because I'm going to need it zoomed in for the next couple pictures anyway. And there is a version here where there's a die chip right on the top of Washington's hat, and they call it the crown. So if you see sort of a bumpy shape on the top, that's the crown. Some more or less of an extent. Again, I've never seen one in real life. I've just seen them online, so it's something I'm looking for. Didn't find it. Let's see here. I got a couple other interesting things. Here is Minnesota. And Minnesota is 2005. And there are multiple errors on the Minnesota coin. This one's actually got a couple scratches on it even. I'm going to zoom in even more. So you see in the middle of the screen there's a little bit of a gap. There's a number of errors where there's extra little tree branches and such in there. This one I don't see anything. It just looks standard. But that's one of the things I'm looking for on that coin. Look at this one. Yeah, I don't see anything on that one either, but oh well. And I found actually 5 Bicentennial Quarters, and I know there are some errors to look for on these, but I don't remember what they are. So I'll probably come back later on and check those things and see if I see anything with those. But there are some to look for, but I don't know what they are. I've got 6 different coins that are pre-98 that looks like they're going to fit in the, well, actually this one doesn't count. They're going to fit in the book. I found quite a number of 65s, so we're 1 year off of silver, but you know, close doesn't count in this case, so they go back in a pile. But otherwise, I think I'm going to pause here, put these in the book, and then come back and do a wrap. Well, I'm looking over all the varieties, and I did notice something kind of weird. I don't see anything on any of the websites that talk about this stuff, but I've got the 207 Utah state coin on the scope right now. And if you notice here, in and we, and the In God We Trust is like almost flat. And if I scroll up the coin a little bit, you see the last couple letters on America are mostly flat. So it's really unusual. I would usually look at that as like a grease error where the die had a lot of grease on it and it wouldn't allow the metal to flow into that cavity, but it's not listed under the PDGS website, so it's not an official variety that I understand. But anyway, sort of interesting. I'm going to put it in the book anyway and keep putting them in. All right, well, guys, we're back. I think we did pretty well. Only 10 rolls of coins, so it's $100. You know, if you just save up here and there, you get about 10 rolls pretty easily. I've still never purchased a whole box, so I just get rolls when I can and I go through them. But so the book through 65 to 87 did not get any silver coins, but actually got 3 more for the book, and the book is pretty full. So try to kind of, yeah, it's kind of zoomed in. You can't see a whole lot, but it's pretty good. I only got 3 holes left, so only 3 to go on that one. Did pretty good considering you know, we only had 6 to start with. I filled in half of them with just those 10 rolls, so it's pretty good. As far as the state quarters, again, no W quarters, so we were hoping for, you know, a couple of those would have been real nice, but no. But did fill in 10 holes in the book. So in this whole thing, and you can't, you know, feel it on television, but this book is pretty heavy. This is 99 through 2009, and it has all of those, you know, 10 coins per year states, so it's a lot of coins. I only got a total of 8 coins left to fill this book, and of those 8, 6 of them are in 2009. So they're lower mintage coins from the financial crisis period of time when coin mintage was low anyway, and they're U.S. territory, or they're I think they're territories, actually. Yeah, Puerto Rico, Guam, Virgin Islands, Northern Mariana Islands. Those ones I do not come across very often. So again, no W's, but we got quite a few good coins there. So I got only a total of 8 left. We found 10 coins for this book, so that's pretty good. The National Park quarters, we surprisingly didn't do as well. Still got quite a number of holes from 10, 11, and 12, which again, there's a sort of lag from the financial crisis. Those coins are lower mintage. But we still got a total of 5, you know, that go along with those. So that's looking pretty good. Middle years are pretty filled in, but it looks like 18 and 19 are pretty, there's some gaps there too. But all in all, I think we did really well. Only 10 rolls of coins, so there's not a whole lot to have to repack, but I'll pack them back up, bring them to the bank. You know, it cost me, I don't know, $10 in quarters total of what I used here, not even. And we'll go look for some more. So anyway, you know, coin roll hunting is one of those things you can do. I mean, it takes quite a bit of time. I don't know if you want to count that as a good thing or a bad thing. It's a little tedious. But it's really interesting to look for some of these different varieties and some of the different cool things you can find. But again, thanks a lot. If you enjoy videos like this, please make sure you hit the like and the subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon so you can see our videos when they're first published. That way you'll get to know that we've got something out there to look at. We try to publish videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings, so you should have 3 videos a week to try to review coin roll hunting and metal detecting. Again, if you like the video, you know, make sure you hit the button, and we'll see you soon. Thanks again.